Hey guys, this is Ashwani and welcome back to the Spring Security course. Till now we have completed 10 videos related to this particular framework. If you haven't watched those videos, I strongly recommended you just go to my channel. You will find all these videos here, okay, under this playlist. So let's without waste time start our today's video. So in this video we're gonna do the implementation with JDBC User Detail Manager. We will set up our database and we will put some user in the database and we will try to put authentication on that. Okay, so let's do it. Come to our class which we have discussed in previous video, that is JDBC User Detail Manager. I want to show you something here before configure our database, before making any changes into the database, or before setuping a database. I want to show you something that will make more sense and that will make a clear picture in your mind. Okay, so yeah, if you can see here, we have this user table. Like if we want to work with JDBC User Detail Manager, then we need to make our table with the name of this user, right? Yeah, we have talked about it in our previous video, but we have one more thing. Like when we are doing this code thing here, then we are giving authorities also, like it is an admin or it is a write authority, whatever it is, right? So instead of like admin, I can give a read or write authority. So those all are the authorities. Okay, so let me show you that we have one more table called authority here. Okay, authorities. So when I will gonna set up this user table, then I need to set authorities also for particular user. For setting authority, I need a different table that is named with authorities. Okay, I hope this is making clear sense and you are getting it what I'm trying to say. Okay, so let's come to the database. I have written a few queries here. Just let me take this webcam up. Yeah, so as you can see here, this is user, and if this is not visible, let me increase the font. That is user, and I am making an ID here. So let me start from the first line. We are creating a database here that is named MyDB, and we are just using this use command to just use that database. Okay, so right now I'm not using it, so let me run this. So now as you can see at a down, use MyDB query is run and my data is database is used now. So we are firing these queries here for creating our table, that is user table. Okay, that is, and we are saying for integer it should be not null, and auto increment, these all are the generators, ID generator, and we are doing whenever I'm not passing any value to the ID, just generate any value by your end. I'm just saying to the database. Okay, and a primary key, username, varchar 40, that's a limit I am setting here, it should also not null. Password varchar, it should also not null. And enable, as we have discussed, these are the column, if you can see here in this, right? Username, password, enable, right? All these column I need to be set here. So ID for making a table, and these rest three columns we have discussed, like we have to put, and these columns is present inside here also, username, password, and enable. For the same name I have to create the column into my table. I hope now you are getting it, and what we have discussed in previous video is making more sense to you, right? Now I need to one more table, that is and I want to make a relationship between these tables, so that's why I'm using this username. For a username I want to put authority. So same for that ID, I need to make it not null, auto increment, primary key, and for username and authority, for that particular username I want to give authority. Okay, and after that I have fire this query. I want to set a data inside the user, that is Ashwani, and 1 2 3 4 I need a password, and 1 as in the place of enabled as 1, it means it isn't working. As you pass 0, it is not working. Okay, yeah, as like your account is deactivated or activated, something like that. Okay, so we will talk about in detail, don't worry about it. Now authorities, null, if we are passing null at the board place, it will be auto increment. And Ashwani, for Ashwani I want to give authority as a write authority. Okay, yeah, so let me show you the result, whatever the result present inside it. If you want these queries, just let me know, or I will paste into the description, you can get it from there. Okay, no issues. And select start from authorities. Yeah, I think now you are clear. Like in first table we have this data, 1 Ashwani 1 2 3 4 1. Okay, and in second table, in authority table, we have Ashwani 1 Ashwani and right what authority I am giving. Now this is like database thing is almost clear, right? Now for making a like my application to understand this MySQL database, what I need to do, I need to mention some dependency in my pom.xml, right? Then only my database is capable of my application is capable of understanding this database, and it's capable of making a connection. So the easiest way is just go to the spring.io.start. Okay, initializer. I know we can do that from the Maven repository also, but this is my way of doing this, so you can follow anything. Okay, so whatever you want, say JPA, I want to use JPA, and I want to use MySQL. Now explore. As you can see, we have two things here, dependency with the Spring Boot Starter JPA, right? And we have one more dependency, that is MySQL connector JPA. Yeah, I know this is a like pretty like tricky thing. If you know about the dependency, then only you can take out from the pom.xml from this side, right? But yeah, this is the easy way of taking, like you can follow any way. Either you can go to the Maven repository, take out the dependencies from there, or either you can take out from here. Okay, so anyway is fine. So that is Spring Data JPA and connector. So I have already put these things in my pom.xml. Let me show you. Yeah, this came down. I have make a comment for you here for Spring Data JPA. That is the same dependency. Okay, I have just taken it from here, the Spring Data JPA, and second one is for MySQL. As you can see the comment here, that is for for connector, MySQL connector, and I'm giving a scope for runtime because I need this particular dependency at runtime also. Okay, yeah. Now these two dependency I only need. What is the third point is I need to configure some data source for it. Like I want to configure some properties for my application, so it should able to make a connection. Okay, so where should I give all these properties? In application.properties file, right? Came here. Okay, that is the simplest like properties which we are following from like if you are following like this Spring Security or something, then these are these simplest properties which you can found on the internet or anywhere. Okay, yeah. But yeah, this is like a pretty thing. If you are not mentioning this CJ, you will find an error. So they make some changes in this property, so you just have like this clear idea to put this CJ. Okay, and wrote my username, whatever the like did I have set there in MySQL, and this is a password, and this my DB is a database name. Okay, I think this is making sense. Okay, if you're not passing this port number, it will run, and yeah, you can just take it and paste into the application.properties file. So we are not putting like a lot of focus on here because our agenda to learn Spring Security. Okay, so if you want to know all these things, I will make a separate video on that. Do not worry about it. Okay, first main agenda to learn this Spring Security. So now all thing is done. We have set first thing our database, that is done. Second thing, we have make a tables in that authority user, that is like done. And fourth thing is that I have set my dependencies. Third thing, like I have set my dependencies, and fourth thing is I have provided this property to my application so it can able to make a connection. Okay, now what I need to do, now what should I do? Like I don't want all these dependencies here, like I don't want this piece of code because now I'm using that JDBC manager, right? So let me make this comment here. So just select it and alt shift and this forward slash. Okay, now I have something here. This is only the code change which we need to follow, that is these two line I need to be written in my code, nothing else, nothing fancy, nothing complicated. You might be wondering about like how this all thing is working, so we will talk about it, okay, in a couple of seconds. So first what we are doing here, user detail service, as you can see here, user detail, what is a user detail service here? Okay, and this user detail manager implement this user detail service, right? And this in memory and JDBC user detail is an implementation of the user manager, right? So let me show you something. Okay, when you go inside this, what we are doing, we are calling this method, overriding this method, and we are calling where the webcam is, yeah, we are calling the JDBC user detail manager. As you go inside it, okay, it has a data source here, okay, yeah, and it will have a like set source, go inside it, and whatever you are find with the help of JDBC template, it will perform all the operations. Okay, yeah, and here just came out, we are at a same with this code, we are passing this no op password encoder to our Spring framework, right, to our Spring framework. So the same thing which we follow here, we will pass this password encoder because we are following the implementation that is JDBC detail manager, right, we are passing all things inside it, JDBC detail manager, right, and the password encoder is same. So let me run this application, then we will say like what is the behavior of application is. Okay, yeah, just wait a second, it is up and running. As you can see, it is up and running. So let me go to the localhost balance. Yeah, we have this particular API which we have put the authentication on it. So let me try to run it again. So previously what we are passing here, admin, and we are passing 1 2 3 4, right? Now it will say bad credentials for sure, bad credentials, right? Now let me pass that Ashwani, and password is 1 2 3 4, I think so. Yeah, your balance is this one. I think now this is making sense, and it is much clear to you what we need to do. Like people are asking like, Ashwani, make a video on this JDBC one, right? So JDBC user detail manager. Now I think you have a like clear picture in your mind, like what we are doing here. So one thing might be you are wondering what we are doing here. Let me show that. Just come here. Okay, can I come back? Not this one. Where's my classes? Yeah, you are wondering here like I am saying like new JDBC detail manager, okay, because you are saying new JDBC detail manager, so it is returning an object of this JDBC detail manager. You are wondering about it, right? Yeah, so let me show you one thing. If you go to this user detail, right, why we are saying to the, okay, we are returning JDBC detail manager, but we are taking as on this user detail service. So if you have understand this diagram clearly, indirectly or directly, whatever you understand here, okay, as you can see, user detail service here, okay, let me change the color so make a sense. User detail here, oh god, okay, user detail, okay, and it is a directly or indirectly parent class of this JDBC manager. It is not a class, it is interface. So by directly it is a parent, right? So if I say like user detail manager or user detail service, it's like a similar thing. Okay, so that's why we are returning here, and it will automatically do a thing for me, and you no need to worry about what is a implementation or what is inside it. So just go whatever, if you want to follow the what they are doing here, they are setting resources and all, so you can check it from here. Okay, so that's all for this particular video. I will see you in a next video with some other interesting topic. Till then, take care, bye bye.